and his commitment. It is now my privilege to be able to yield to the distinguished gentlelady, chair and founder of the Historically Black College Caucus, a longtime academician and professor at a historically black college, and that is the gentlelady from North Carolina, Alma Adams.
Thank you very much. I want to thank the lady from Texas, our co-anchors. I want to thank our chairwoman, Congresswoman Beatty, and Congresswoman Sewell as well, and to all who have participated tonight. And thank you, Brother Torres, as well. I rise in honor of my colleague and friend, my hero to all of us, John Lewis, and to mark the anniversary of the Bloody Sunday March. You know, when our country was founded almost 250 years ago, African Americans were denied full access and participation in society, and we've been fighting to rectify these wrongs ever since. Among the most important and influential agents of this mission was John Lewis, the conscience of this Congress, and a mastermind of good trouble. A courageous, compassionate man who gave everything, including his blood and his body, to the civil rights movement. From Selma to the U.S. House, John wasn't afraid to put everything on the line for what he believed in. 56 years ago, he marched so people who looked like me could be full participants in our society. 56 years later, we are still fighting to be seen, to be heard, to be counted in our democracy, a democracy that we helped to build. For centuries, this country has made promises to marginalized communities that have gone mostly unmet, promises of freedom, equality, and access to opportunity. In my home state of North Carolina, discriminatory voter regulations plague our past and even our present. Most recently, we've experienced a decade of voter suppression laws that target minority voters with surgical precision and illegally gerrymandered maps that have thrown our election into chaos. Voting in North Carolina has never been treated as it should be, as a fundamental right for all citizens. And For the People Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act will address this by cleaning up corruption in Washington and returning us to a government of, by, and for the people. H.R. 1 will protect and expand voting rights, restore integrity to government, and put the priorities of the American people ahead of special interests. The John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act provides the tools to address discriminatory election practices and will protect all Americans' right to vote. This important bill, these bills are critical first steps toward healing our democracy. And I won't allow voter suppression to continue to be the norm in North Carolina or in our nation, and that's why we must honor John's legacy, our friend, by passing the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act and sending both of these bills to the President's desk. Our power, our message. I yield back.